As I'm laying on the floor, as my wife's on top of me, my mind, of course, is going through.
Bob Lehton tells investigators one of the first statements the intruder made.
He's telling me, and this is a quote, "I don't want you to see my face. That would be bad. So keep your back and keep your head pointing this direction."
He then immediately asks who else lives at the residence.
Did he ever ask you about Amy?
No, he did ask me, though, who lives here? And I said, only my husband and I and my daughter. And from that point on, he only referred to her as your daughter.
At one point, the intruder even tells Bunny and Bob how he entered the home.
You know, I'm a burglar, and burglars like breaking in people's houses. And how I got in, and he almost seemed to be proud of the fact, is you left one of your doors open. You really shouldn't do that.
During this conversation, how's he acting? I mean,
his voice is, I would have to say, it's a little, maybe a bit higher than a normal male voice. He is acting very, very nice to us, very sweet to us, and telling us throughout this process, if we do what he says, you know, he doesn't want to hurt us. He just wanted our money at that point.
Okay.
Very, very nice.
You remember what his quotes are exactly when he tells you, I mean, how does he want your money? Does he say, give me all your money, using profanity, or just...
No profanity was used at all that I can recall. All he asked was, what money do you have? I said, the only money I have is like $50 or $60 in my pocket, and he asked me to give that to him, and I gave it to him.
Okay.
He asked my wife for her money, and that was the only part mentioned through the whole ordeal for the next 25 or 30 minutes. Anything more about money.
Bunny and Bob Lehton say the man insisted he was waiting for a ride and hardly had an interest in any valuables.
He said his ride hadn't shown up, and so we both said to him, there's 2 cars in the garage. We'll give you the keys. And the guy said, are they stick shifts? And we said, yes. And he just kept pacing. He didn't take us up on the offer. He didn't say anything more about it.
I think I asked him something about his ride, because he kept saying he was waiting for his ride to come and pick him up. I asked him a question like, what's keeping him so long? Something along those lines.
So was he talking a lot?
No.
At one point, what I talked to him about, I said, listen, we don't want any problems, so why don't we do this? We will go outside to our dock and stand on our dock. That way you can watch us, and we will stand there for 30 minutes, or how long you want us to stand, and you can leave the house. We're trying to find a strategy to get him out of the house, or a strategy to get us out of the house.
The Lehtons say the man continued pacing, ignoring their offers, and repeating that his ride would be there soon. His main concern throughout the ordeal was, when would their daughter get home?
What seemed to be his biggest interest? What did he ask the most questions about?
He asked a lot of questions about what time Amy was going to be home, your daughter. What time is your daughter going to be home? Those questions we went over several times.